Good evening, SOBs, and welcome to Stream of Blood in tonight's episode of Coven. I'm your host, Jared Logan, and we are so happy to have you here for what is, I just love this game. Specifically, the game that I'm playing with these ladies, this particular story. They make it so fun. I actually was watching our first episode to review today, and I was laughing very hard. So I'm so happy that you've come back to join us again to watch. We're happy to present this to you. Before we get rolling, just a couple things. We have a big week in Streamland, as my secret keeper, Mr. Clinton Trucks, told me. Hey, Clint, how's it going, buddy?
Just fine. I meant to pop in and pop out, and then you talked to me.
Oh, well, you got to stay for a second because, let's talk about a couple of the things that we have coming up here. We have some big stuff.
We do. So we have the latest installment of Season 2 of Vampires of Pittsburgh tomorrow.
Yes, and that storyline got really weird last Wednesday. Well,
spicy.
Not weird. It was weird, but it was emotional and sexy.
Deeply sexual.
Yeah, it got deeply sexy. I'm not going to say sexual. I don't know why that feels dirtier to me. And then what else do we have? We have coming up.
We are continuing in our crossover games with some other gaming podcasts and streaming shows of our Duskfall Blades in the Dark world. We done this with a series we called Blood and Glass with the Glass Cannon guys. And this Saturday, we're doing it with the Dungeons and Daddies podcast for our game Blood and Daddies.
Right. We'll have Anthony, Beth, and Freddie from from Dungeons and Daddies. Blood and Daddies is the most unfortunate name we could have picked.
I couldn't love it more.
Yeah. I'm really excited about that because Blades in the Dark, when we first started looking at it, I was so resistant to the game because it's so different from other games, but it's extremely fun and it's kind of mind-blowingly good in how it works.
The sessions we've run have been real corkers. I invite everybody to go check them out on our YouTube. All
right, Clint, you said corker, and it's
the 1920s.
It is. It's the 1920s, so it's a perfect segue into our show tonight. So I'm going to say thank you again, Mr. Clinton Trucks. He might pop up again in a little bit. Thanks for letting us know what's coming up. I'm going to bring in our players, and I'm going to get into our game because, God, so much happened last time, and we need a resolution. We need to find out what happens. Damn it. So I'm going to bring in our players, and last time I was very long on the intros. This time I'm going to be a bit shorter. She's a writer, comedian, and good at everything. Please welcome as the cigarette girl, the knife-wielding cigarette girl, Nora Wilkins, my wife, Kara Klenk.
Hello. Oh, wait, I was going to try to find something that would be a knife, but all I have is a curling iron. So, unfortunately, no weapons.
You could do a lot of damage with a curling iron.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
You just need, if the fight started, you'd just be like, hold on, do you have an outlet? Because you'd need a place to plug it in.
Yeah. So I'm happy to be back, Jared.
I love doing witty repartee with my wife, who is sick of my witty repartee.
It's been 5 months of quarantine, so.
Well, hey, we're going to get out today. We're going to go to Arkham, Massachusetts. Yeah. We're going to travel in our imagination.
Yes.
Okay. I love you, sweetheart. You're the most beautiful and talented person in the world. Let's bring in some very talented, but slightly less talented than my wife, ladies. Oh, that's a terrible intro. And yet, here we go. It's not she's true. A fantastic comedian with her own special. She has her own podcast with her husband, CJ Toledano, a good pal of mine. And I promised I'd keep these short. She's a sportscaster, and she's really good at playing Call of Cthulhu, or as she calls it, Call of Cthulhu. Please welcome. I
think it was Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu. Please welcome Megan Gailey, everybody.
Am I muted? Oh, no. Great. Hi, SOBers. What's up?
We've mastered basic broadcasting today. We're not muted. We're not slowed down. How's it going, Megan? Are you ready to dive back into this mystery?
You know, I forgot. There was something I was going to tell you guys, and I forgot until you mentioned Arkham. Arkham was in Lovecraft Country.
Yes, because it's the city that Lovecraft created, right?
So it's just like a known city in the wacky world.
In the Lovecraftiverse, yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Why is that the same as in Batman? Or
That's a great question.
Oh,
that's a
Batman
great question.
too?
That's Gotham, but there's Arkham Asylum.
Right. I don't know exactly. I assume because H.P. Lovecraft came before Batman slightly, that probably it was a little bit of a nod to that, because people go mad in all of H.P. Lovecraft's stories. So the people that made Batman were probably like, oh, let's call our asylum Arkham.
Okay.
And that's something, you know what, ladies, that's a great thing to pull out at a party. If like there's a little lull in the conversation, you can say like, hey, do you guys know why Arkham Asylum and Batman is called that? And people will hire you to be famous. Okay.
Yeah.
Coming up next, boy, I'm always floored by how incredible a force this lady is on stage, and she's just super fun to hang out with, and she's also very good at role-playing games. Please welcome Liza Treyger, everybody.
Hello.
Howdy.
I love having this mic. I heard it changes me. I did another
Suddenly
stream.
you're you kind of have like a shock jock vibe.
Yes.
Like, it sounds so like you're about to be like, when you hear Britney Spears toxic,
Are you a mad dog or what? Mad cow?
I feel like you're gonna keep egging on Howard Stern the whole time we're playing.
Yeah, it's really a dream. I sound crisp and clear.
I forgot to mention.
I hope you recap us. I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Look at all this
Sorry
recap I wrote up. Look at that. That's all the recap. We have all the
I have my
recap
notes,
we need.
though.
I also love the entendre of SOBs. That's funny.
Yeah.
SOBers.
Yeah, it's branding. I'm a master of branding.
You are?
Sure, why not? Megan,
Yeah, look
your
at that
character-
background of clocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Annabelle. That's a great segue. Thank you, Lisa. This is Annabella Morton's antique shop. Annabella, Megan, your character, she owns an antique shop and she lives in the past a little bit. Can you tell us about her a little bit?
Well,
Just a reminder.
Yeah, her husband. So she owns this antique shop with a dear friend of hers who is not here, but is here. And she has a cat. Her husband died in the Great War. And so she's a widow. She opened this shop. She does have friends that are in the mystical world that dabble in different things because she owns a place that a lot of people come and go within the town.
Beautiful. Yes. And you actually used your shop to kind of get some info last time. I'll recap that in a minute.
And
Lisa. Yes, there was much sleuthing that went on. Lisa, tell us about your character Nastja for a second. Tell us where she's at tonight.
Nastja's a single mother. And she's lucky to be in Boston with her 10-year-old because she's from the Soviet Union in Odessa, Ukraine, and it was just a mess there. So she's thrilled to be in America, does not know the Depression is going to rear its ugly head. But I have a lot of amulets. I speak to the dead. I have, Ouija boards. I'm a mystical gal, and I have a lot of hats. I own 10 hats.
Right. And you have a friend who kind of sets up clients for you to do tarot readings or sometimes, kind of try to solve their hauntings. And that is Nora Wilkins. That's your character, Kara.
I hang out at the bar there.
Yeah, it's called the Club Garden in Boston, the speakeasy where Nora works. And tell us a little bit about Nora. Recap us on Nora, Kara.
Nora is a cigarette girl who works at the Club Garden, and I don't really like many of the people that I see there, but I connected with Nastja right away because I do love also witchy, occulty type of stuff. And I don't really let anybody mess with me. I have a knife and Wait, where's my sheet? Do I need my sheet?
Yeah, you probably will. Yeah. If
we're rolling the die with our powers.
Oh, actually, I have your sheet right here in the other room, darling. If you want it.
Can I pause? I'm sorry, this is unprofessional. I'll be right back.
I don't think I have my sheet.
What are you guys doing? You
I
can't do the
had my notes.
SATs without a pencil?
Well,
No,
this
I
is a
have
good time to mention that all of our players, I think 2 of our players, this is their third time playing role-playing games. That's okay, honey. It's in a folder. I think it's a
I don't even know where mine is.
And
Print
for my
out a
wife, it's
new
maybe
one.
like her 5th or 6th time playing a role-playing game.
Oh yeah, I'll print out a new one. Yeah, listen, everything's all good.
Because they
Yeah.
have a printer. They're doing well.
Well, you also have a digital copy that we sent you, and it's quite
Oh, well, then
all
I'm
right,
done.
gals.
I really wish I
You know,
hadn't panicked.
I have
Oh,
so
a
many-
digital copy is not how my brain functions. I need it right in front of me.
Right, that's me too. I'm very, and then here comes Kara back. She has her sheet in her hand. Look, we're already fine, and we have so much recap to go through that probably by the time we get through it, Megan will have her sheet. It was definitely sent to you, Miss
be fine.
Gailey,
I'll be
via the World Wide Web.
Wait, did you take stuff off the walls? Did that room change?
Yeah, CJ's redoing it, so everything's down off the walls.
What the
Cool.
fuck? It looks like you're in a little futuristic prison.
I know.
ruined
A sneaker prison.
I'm in a sneaker prison.
Okay, guys.
There used to be like a Space Jam poster.
Yeah.
Okay, but
So-
we're ready. We're here.
No,
We're-
you guys are great, and talk about whatever you want. But let me just recap, and then we can get back into what we're here for, which is the walls behind us. Okay, you had a client, Daryl Dressler, who contacted Nora to get a hold of Nastja. He commonly gets tarot readings and psychic readings from Nastja, and he contacted you, and he needed to meet you all urgently. So you gathered up your little crew and you headed to meet him on these steps in Arkham that are very steep. They're an old path that was used, back during the Revolutionary War, but they're these steep stone steps that lead up the hill. And as you were waving to him and meeting with him, your client, Daryl Dressler, fell as if pushed and nearly broke his neck. You saved his life, Nastja. You saved his life with first aid, and you had a vision when all this happened of a thick-lipped man in a cap smiling where Daryl fell. All right. You guys eventually headed over to the hospital where Daryl had been put in a bed, and you talked to Daryl's doctor, who told you Daryl had other injuries other than what he had taken in the fall that made him think that maybe Daryl was in trouble. He had been stabbed, burned, and strangled at some point recently. You went to Daryl's house and you talked to his wife, Lori Dressler, who told you that Daryl woke up in the middle of the night screaming that he was being strangled. And you learned that family is a very sensitive subject for Lori. When you brought up her family, she became uncomfortable. So after Lori left her house, you searched her and Daryl's bedroom. And in their
We're
accounting...
sneaky.
Yeah, you are sneaky. You snuck in the back door and you looked through their accounting, through their financial records, and you found a regular charge to a pharmacy for barbiturates, a very strong dose that might be used at, say, a sanatorium or something like that. Nastja researched the occult and learned that because she wasn't getting a reading in Lori and Daryl's house, she learned that the ghost may be tied to Lori in some way, not to their home. Annabella in her antique shop found out that Lori had a falling out with her prominent Arkham family, the Pickerings.
That's right. Yeah, they're like all famous and stuff.
Yeah, they have a big house up in Eastville, which is not a comedy club. It is a neighborhood of Arkham. And Lori's marriage was never mentioned in the press, in the Arkham Advertiser. You returned to the hospital where you found Daryl nearly smothered with a pillow. Your intervention saved him, and he entreated you to make sure that Lori kept taking her pills. Your next stop, and this is where things got really hairy, is you went to Arkham Sanatorium, where you learned that Lori once spent time and where you coerced the orderly Clive at knife point to let you into the records room. And in Lori's records, you learned that she was committed for female hysteria and that the doctor prescribed sleep therapy, which meant they kept her asleep for days at a time. And they said that she had female hysteria and was engaging in dangerous behavior with men. You also found an attached copy of a police report that described an attempt to escape with a young man named Randall Kelly. Randall was shot as they escaped. Annabella, when you were discussing all of this, said something very interesting. She said maybe Lori is conjuring the thick-lipped young man that you keep seeing at these various crime scenes. Actually, Annabella used the word conjuring, but we're not going to mention that again. The final thing that happened, and boy, was it scary and horrific.
I just can't believe how wild this is, and I don't remember a thing. Like, what the fuck?
Well, it was 3 weeks ago, and it feels like 3 years ago. Every
Strangled
week
by a
it feels like a
pillow?
year.
Him saying the stuff about make sure she takes her pills. I was like, I don't remember that.
Yeah, we held a man at knife point.
I know.
Not a
Yes. You did.
And we
I can't
forgot.
believe you don't remember that. But, don't worry. Soon your memories of the game will start replacing the memories you have in real life. The security guard that burst in to stop you, because you had kind of broken into the sanatorium illegally, he pointed a gun at you. But then as you watched, something moved the gun to his face and he fired. And he blew his own brains out, and brains splattered all over all of your faces, and you all made sanity rolls and went, ah! Ah!
Okay.
And that's where we left it. So,
And who was it that blew their brains out again?
just just a security guard. Just a security guard for the asylum, for the sanatorium. Here you are. You are standing in the records room of Arkham Sanatorium. There is a security guard whose body has fallen at your feet, having mysteriously and bizarrely taken his own life. And the orderly Clive is behind you. His face is also covered in brains, and he's like terrified, and he's losing his shit. And people are screaming, and you can hear more guards running toward the records room. What would you like to do? And I will just mention one thing. 3 ladies who don't really have a legal reason to be here probably shouldn't try to fight a posse of armed guards, but they might try something else to get out of this very sticky situation.
Can we try and run?
You certainly can try to run. Would you like to try to do that?
Yeah.
Well, that's one option for sure.
Well, wait. But what's our goal right now? Because what were we were in there looking for stuff on Pickering, the wife.
Yeah.
On Lori.
Yeah.
This guy just blew his brains out. But
I would want to ask the orderly, like, you saw what just happened, right? You know, like he was trying to shoot us and a ghost saved us. Or was the ghost trying to shoot him? But like, did the orderly see what we saw? I'm curious.
So that's another tack you could take. You could try to talk to Clive right now and find out if he agrees with what you saw.
Yeah.
Or you could take Annabelle's idea and you could just try to run.
Let's
What
just
if we grab
talk to Clive and then we can run. If Clive says something fucked up, we'll run.
We don't have enough time. Do we grab Clive and run?
I think you have to make a choice.
I don't think we need Clive in our lives. I just want to know if he saw what we saw.
Can
Clive
we
was
run?
kind of a jerk last
Can we
time.
run and yell over our shoulders? Did you see that?
Is that what you want? Well, what do you think? I mean, come on.
wait,
you don't have much time.
We can ask Clive, should we run or will you save us?
Yeah, no, if there's a conversation, I think like we could ask him, like, has that ever happened? We're in a mental institution. I guess we could get to the bottom of
Let's
that.
talk to Clive. Clive. Do we have to roll?
No, you don't have to roll. What are you going to say to him? He's like sitting there like.
Maybe we say to him, are you okay? And what just happened?
He shot himself with his own gun. How did you do that?
Wait,
Us?
Oh, we didn't do anything.
we were
Okay.
going to ask you.
So
Now we got to run. This guy thinks we're witches.
Well, wait. He's communicating. He's looking you in the eye. He's waiting for an answer. So you could run, or you could try to persuade him that you did not cause that. Would anybody like to try?
And then we have to roll a persuasion roll.
Yeah, I think.
Or you could run.
No, I think we tell him. I know on shows, like if you run, it doesn't mean you're guilty, but it does still feel guilty. I think maybe we try and talk to this guy.
Okay, so this is a big roll because if you fail in persuading Clive, that he, that you had no role in that death just now, he will tell these guards to grab you.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Now, wait. In this game, we want to roll above what we have, right? So if I have a 10
below. The
I
only
only
time you
have
want to roll
10.
above.
I only have
a
10
in persuasion.
Yeah, fuck. Did we just run? But then,
No. That's a good point. You only have 10 in persuade. Would you like to try fast talk? That involves lying to people.
I only have
like
5 in fast talk.
I have
we
a
don't wanna
65.
we don't want to lie. We just want to be like, we didn't do it. There was a ghost.
Yeah,
you
but
have
we
one other option. You could intimidate, meaning you could, try to scare Clive into not like telling the guards to grab you, or that.
Yeah, we could be like, you shut your mouth, or we'll make the same thing happen to you.
Yes, I want that.
Okay. I believe intimidation is Nora's specialty. Is that right?
Wait, where is it though? It's not alphabetically.
It is.
Oh, intimidation. I got a 75 and intimidate. Let me try.
Okay,
boy,
here we
I'm
go.
worried about this.
Tell me what you're
Uh-oh,
saying to him.
I got a 46.
Okay.
Okay, what are you saying to him?
Listen to me, Clive.
We didn't.
You shut your goddamn mouth. You never saw us. You say anything, and you're gonna be on the ground right next to your little buddy right here.
Should we get something out of him? Can we take Lori's file? We're already in there.
Yeah,
You have it in your hand already.
We already have it.
Okay. All right.
Are you guys?
Is there a secret door? Are there 2 doors? Like, where are the cops running to, and where do we go? Is there a window? I just don't, because it seems like we'd be running right into
Make
the
it spot hidden roll, Nastja.
What kind of roll?
Not hidden.
Yeah.
Oh, let me see my number.
I have a 65 of that.
I don't see
I have a
hidden.
25.
Spot hidden. Spot hidden. It lets.
I'm
you
a
spot
45.
things.
Can Annabella do it or no?
Sure. Yeah. You want to just make someone else
I'll
do it?
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could all roll it, and then it's the best chance of someone.
Okay,
getting
I
it.
got I got under.
Okay, great. Annabella, Nastja is like, how do we get out of here? Because you
There's
guys can
a
hear
stairwell or
people like starting to like, they're almost down the hall. They're almost to your door. And you notice that there is a window, but it's behind kind of one of these heavy file cabinets. So you're going to have to roll your strength, one of you. And if you succeed in rolling under your strength, you can get this file cabinet out of the way and you guys can try to go out the window.
In the top right is in the top right thing, right? The little.
Yeah.
That's right. It's one of your attributes.
I have a 50.
I have 55.
Great. One of you do it. I have
Okay,
30.
I'll do it.
We
I guess
both?
not. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have 55. I forgot
have
I'm a
50.
tall bitch. What
Oh,
the?
I got a 26.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So Nora's like, get out of the way. And she grabs the cabinet. Yeah. And she pushes out of the way. And you will
Let's
still
kill.
are
Can we
on
kill the
ground
orderly
floor.
with it?
No.
Nastja has a fucking bloodlust.
You guys better move
We
if you want
can't
to get out of
trust
here.
him. We just
no,
threatened.
you're a single mother. You don't need murder on your.
Okay, you're right. You're
Trap.
right. My bad. Thanks for keeping me in check, girls.
I slapped you. We gotta get out of here.
Okay. This is your last chance. Are you going out the window?
Yeah. No
Okay.
murder today.
The last thing I want is a dex roll from each of you. And if one of you fails, it could be very bad because it means that climbing out of this window, you tripped
Oh
or you fell.
no.
And then the guards will see you.
What is it? What kind of roll?
A dexterity roll. It's dex at the top
At
of your
the top.
sheet.
I didn't
5.
I didn't get under.
Okay, let's see what
I'm not
happens
under
here.
either. I rolled over.
I rolled over.
Oh my God, I got a 99.
Wow. Okay. So do
I
all
think
three
I
of
get
you
killed by the filing cabinet. Honestly,
no, do all three of you want to push this roll? Remember, pushing means
Yeah.
you roll again, but if you fail it the second time, something very bad happens.
We gotta risk it because
Let's
we're
try.
already in a bad situation.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, this is my dexterity? Okay.
I got under.
I got under.
I got over.
That's okay. We'll pick you up. Can we pick her up?
Okay.
No, he said if one of us doesn't, we're fucked.
Well, here's the deal. Annabella and Nastja get out the window, and it's a little snowy today. Just and you go down into the snow and the mud outside of the window, and you're running and you're like out. You're almost outside the fence, the shrubbery, the topiary, wall. And you look back, and Nora just like slides and lands in the muck, and guards are like pointing at her, and more guards pull their guns and point them at Nora and go, "Stop right there! Stop right there.
Shit.
So I need to decide. You need to decide now.
Really?
Annabella and Nastja, are you going to go back for Nora, or are you going to leave Nora to her fate?
No, we
Okay,
gotta.
I just got an idea though.
Okay.
Yes.
What if we like leave, we escape, but then no one has seen us? There's not like cameras. This is olden times. What if we go back and we try to manipulate and get Nora back and be like, you have our friend, you know? What if we, or is that?
But if we're gonna manipulate, it's like I would almost rather manipulate now.
But we're in the fence. What do we say?
Here's what I'm going to tell you as your keeper. It's very unlikely that you'll be able to manipulate these armed guards. You know, like you won't be able to just kind of fast talk them and they'll let you go. It looks like you're caught. But the question I've offered to you, and I am open to different ideas, but I think that, you know, trying to like charm them or fast talk them, that's past.
Okay.
But what you can do now is 2 of you could be free and 1 could be captured. Or you could just kind of go back and deal with the situation with the guards here at Arkham Sanatorium.
But if they leave me, like, what happens? Do I get to keep playing, or it's just like I'm dying?
No, it's not like you're dying. You'll continue to play, but you'll be in a
sanatorium. Don't.
I mean, she doesn't want us to leave her. Like,
but whatever.
I have a protective amulet.
That might not. That's more against ghosts and not really, you know.
Understood.
I think I'm really proud that you tried to help me with the amulet.
We're not going to let her just get into, but you know, it's like that story where if someone's drowning in a lifeboat, you don't jump in the drowning lifeboat with them.
but this is also like some broke down palace shit.
Yeah, like I'm worried I'm gonna end up like Sarah Paulson's character in the
no, we're like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is probably a more universal.
What was the American Horror Story?
American Horror Story Asylum.
Oh my god.
Guys, what is your decision? Are you going back for Nora?
The thing is, I think we have my gut says leave, my heart says stay.
We're stronger together, but I have a daughter. I can't just be locked up right now.
I wasn't pro leaving her, but I do think the idea of us solving this and get freeing her feels like,
you know what? I'm so mad. I don't even know Daryl. Like,
here's what's happening. If the decision isn't made in a moment, I'm going to have the guards make it for you by possibly spotting you. So
we're leaving. We're leaving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Nastja and
I'll figure out a way to escape and meet up with you guys later.
I hope.
Or
Nastja
we'll come back.
and Annabella
and I'll never forget this.
run. Nastja and Annabella run, and Nora is quickly surrounded by security guards who have weapons trained on her. They drag her to her feet, and they drag you back into the sanatorium. You go by a man in his maybe mid to late 50s, kind of plump, very squat guy with little spectacles on. He looks like a doctor. He's in a lab coat, and he watches as they march you up to him, and he goes, "Who breaks into an asylum, young lady?"
Nora, that's you.
Nora says nothing, and he writes down unresponsive. I'll contact the authorities. Put her in one of the padded booths.
No.
And now the guards drag Nora to a padded cell.
This is
my nightmare.
Open it up. It's a corridor where you hear screams and like mad cackling of very troubled people. And Nora, you are thrown into a padded cell, and the door is shut and locked.
I still have my pocket knife. I probably know how to pick a lock.
Oh yeah, they probably should have taken your weapons from you.
No, they probably don't think women are like smart enough to pack.
Yeah.
Here's what I want, Nora. If you can give me a dexterity roll to hide, or a sleight of hand roll would be better. A hard dexterity roll or a regular sleight of hand roll to hide your pocket knife. The guards did not find
Sleight of hand on 70.
Oh,
Oh,
Right.
I think you need to give me that sleight of hand roll.
54, baby.
It's my lucky number.
You have hid your pocket knife from them. So Nora's in her padded cell, but ding, she has her pocket knife. And now she is waiting ostensibly for the cops to come, detectives to find out what happened here. But let's go back to Nastja and Annabella. You get like blocks away. You're huffing and puffing, having run from the asylum. You're in kind of like a woody street with like a lot of pine trees. You're on the
feel like wearing dresses too. It's like
yes,
so hard.
of course you are. Yes, well, especially Annabella, who dresses.
I probably got
up.
some big fucking fur like drama teacher cape on.
So, what are you going to do? What's the next step?
Well, first of all, I think we should talk about that. We feel bad. We feel bad.
Yeah, we don't even
Sure.
know fucking Daryl. I don't even know if we should be helping. I have to change my career. What do we
Okay.
do?
We
What
have
do
this
do?
file with us.
Oh, wait. We have the file, but fuck the case. We need to get Nora.
I think we have to solve the case to get Nora.
Can't the boss of the bar like help us get us out? Isn't he powerful? Isn't it prohibition? Like there's got to be a way that we know I'll suck a dick.
Hey, well, no, okay. Hey, you know what? There's
That's
not a
where
role
these
for
games
that.
always end up.
Let's back up for just a second. You don't have to do that quite yet. If you think that you might have someone you could talk to, say on the police force or a lawyer, then all you have to do.
That Irish policeman, he doesn't seem powerful though, is he?
He
It could be from the
didn't
bar.
seem that powerful. But what would help you is a credit rating roll. A credit rating roll to get in touch with a contact who has some power to help Nora would be very, very useful.
I'm 30. Where are you at?
I rolled under.
Oh, great.
Wait, what's your credit rating?
40 and I got a 29.
That's a great roll. Let me know. Who are you getting in touch with? Is it someone in the police department? Is it a lawyer? Who are you bringing in to help your friend Nora?
Isn't there an old friend of your husband's that works in the police force, Annabella?
I mean, I feel like there's got to be.
Yeah, he was a connected guy. R.I.P.
Oh, he died?
Your husband.
my
Her
husband.
widow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought she meant the friend. I was like, I can't conjure the friend.
We're creating people and killing them in the same breath. Yes. Annabella, you find a phone somewhere. Maybe you're a little ways from Piper's Diner, so you find it somewhere else. And you get on the horn to your good friend. He did serve with your husband, and his name is Detective Herndon. Detective Steve Herndon. And Detective Herndon, what are you going to tell him? What do you need from him? What are you going to say? There he is.
What a narrow face he has.
And how do we know him? Oh, from your husband.
My husband.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
served
even.
with Annabella's husband, Richard.
Okay, thank you for your service.
Do you want to meet him in person or do we explain it on the phone?
You got to explain it on the phone. You don't have time to go all the way to the police station right now
Okay,
if you want to help your friend.
So, hello, it's Annabella, and I'm mixed up in a very insane situation, but there's a man in the hospital. I just witnessed a man shoot.
Okay, can I take over the call or
Only if Annabella will let you.
I will, but my feelings are hurt.
Do you have to make a rudeness roll?
I think. Hey, Annabella, you're the one with the connection, but maybe Nastja has the straight talk we need.
Oh, you know what? Oh, sorry. My mean friend wants to talk to you.
This better be good, Nastja.
Detective? I'm sorry. We're just so overwhelmed right now.
What are you girls mixed up in, huh?
I know this sounds wild, but we witnessed a man be thrown down the stairs by a spirit. We saw no being. When we saw him in the hospital, someone that is not of this world was putting a pillow over his face. And so we've been investigating and we tried to get evidence. I know we should have just contacted you immediately and you would have helped us and known what to do. But We went to the asylum sanctuary. What's it called?
Arkham Sanatorium.
Sanatorium to find evidence, and someone shot themselves in the face. And Nora, our friend,
slow down. You've been drinking?
No, not
okay,
at all.
because you know it's illegal due to a federal statute.
We are not drinking.
No, I wish I would. I mean, not
Annabella. Where are you right now? Richard wouldn't want to see you in this state.
This is not something. There is something attacking people in town. Isn't that your job to investigate?
Look, I just want to do right by my friend Rich. Tell me where you are. I'll come pick you up. We can have a nice, calm chat about it.
Can we meet at the sanatorium and get our friend Nora out, and then we'll all talk?
Your friend's in the sanatorium?
Yes.
They captured her, and we can't. We don't know how to get her out, but she is an upstanding citizen.
Stay at the sanatorium. Ask them if they don't mind putting you in a cell till I get there, and I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Is that?
Click.
I don't think I should be talking to this guy.
I don't think he's going to be of much help.
Well, in his
that just
defense, Nastja said, "Give me the phone, Annabella," and then immediately went into ghosts.
But that was the truth.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
it was the truth. And you know what? Maybe it'll work in your favor in the end. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to critique
No, he thinks
your performance, guys. You're the best players I've ever played with.
No, that guy thinks we're crazy.
No, Annabella, I fucked up, and now I might have risked Nora's well-being, and I apologize.
Well, let's look back in on Nora. Nora, soon that doctor kind of comes around again, and he looks into the little grate that leads into your cell, and he goes, "Are we feeling better, miss?"
Yeah, I'm feeling fine.
Yes?
Yeah.
And would you mind telling me, if you please, where the Lori Pickering file is?
I wouldn't know anything about that, sir. You see me, I'm in here. I'm in a padded cell. Do you see a file on my person?
Yes. Very amusing. Are you sure that you're not a bit agitated?
I'm feeling cool as a cucumber, my dog.
You're not threatening me?
Nope.
I don't need to ask for sedation then?
I don't think so. I'm good.
All right. So you really don't know where that file might have gone?
I can't say with a certainty where any file would have gone. I personally have not laid my hands on a file.
Okay. Well, when the police do arrive, I'm afraid that the sanatorium will be pressing charges.
Well, guess I'll have to call my friend, the lawyer. Don't I have a lawyer friend?
My friend, the lawyer, a new upcoming series from Stream of Blood. It's a spinoff of Coven.
I know plenty of lawyers that come into the garden club and
the club garden.
I'm
sure that you do. This guy's actually holding you without your mandatory phone call and things like that.
Yeah,
but
I haven't been read my Miranda rights.
Let's cut to the chase.
Kidnapping. You're keeping me illegally here.
Let's cut to the chase. Pretty soon, unless anybody has anything they want to change about this, Steve Herndon, the detective that Annabella and Nastja called, a bunch of police officers and at least one other detective named Grubbs are all standing with this doctor, who you now hear his name is Dr. Haggerty, and the orderly Clive and a couple other people in a sort of like secure room in the sanatorium. And everybody is working out exactly what happened here. And I can tell you guys, you knew from the phone call that Steve Herndon wasn't extremely keen on believing you. But Annabella, because you made your credit rating roll, that Steve can get you out of this. He can get you out of this if you just have a move to play here. What is your move? What is the thing that you say during this meeting of all of these men who are starting to decide your fate? I mean, they start talking about it and they're not even allowing you guys into the conversation. They're like, well, listen, here's what happened. The doctor's like, here's what happened. And the detective's like, huh, interesting. Well, she's been really unstable since her husband died. That's how they're talking about you. So I need to know what your move is here. What does one of you say or do in this meeting to flip the script?
What meeting? Because
they're like deciding what happened and what.
But we're
to do
not
with
there. Where are we?
You
You're
are.
there.
I'm sorry.
there.
I'm sorry.
I'm there.
I'm sorry, Nastja. I have set a new scene. And the scene I've set, let's cut to the chase instead of how people get there and how it
Yeah.
all happens.
You
We're
guys
putting
meet
everybody in
there
a
and
room.
we turned in there, which
Yeah.
is your idea.
Yeah. So, Steve Herndon meets you. Detective Steve Herndon meets you at the sanatorium, takes you guys inside with a lot of other officers and another detective named Grubbs. You're talking to Dr. Haggerty, the doctor that Nora was just speaking with. And you're
Have
talking
they let me out to attend the meeting, or I'm still in my cell?
Yes, but you're in a straitjacket.
I think
Oh,
I think I have to say, like, I've been seeing my husband or something.
Okay. Well,
Like
that's the narrative that Steve Herndon is giving to the doctor. Like she's been having a lot of emotional problems ever since.
Yeah, but I just-
Well, I
her
don't think we
husband
can
died.
bust out our Ouija board here.
But I need to just like go home. I need to just go home and sleep, and I just need to go home and sleep.
Right,
I
but
don't think that's going to
ladies-
help us get Nora.
thank you, Nastja. Perfect. What you
We
want
need
out of
to
this
say
scene is to
something.
get Nora out of trouble. So
We have
what
to
are you going
discredit
do?
Clive. We have to discredit Clive.
Okay, you're going to discredit Clive. So
Yeah.
let's see what Clive says when they
I'm just
ask.
thinking.
Yeah,
What
let's
happened?
ask, what does Clive say happened?
Okay, so the detectives are like, could you tell us what happened, Mr. Newell? His name is Clive Newell. And Clive is like, it was horrible. And he looks over at Nora and he says, it's just, Brunner, he went in to apprehend all three of these ladies who were, they were rifling through the records, and there was an accident, and his firearm was live, and it went off, and he hurt himself really badly, and he like looks at the three of you with like fear in his eyes.
Oh, so he is
So
still
it was
scared
an
of us.
accident.
The guy shot himself.
So
Yeah, but
at
then
most
Detective
you have us
Bro-
on trespassing, and I should not be in a straitjacket.
Yeah, we were obviously scared. A man shot himself in the face.
Steve Herndon then goes like, yeah, but ladies, you can't break into a sanatorium and steal things.
That's
I'm afraid we're gonna have
correct.
to take you downtown.
Great, all three of us?
Yes,
Okay.
Take us
unless
downtown.
perhaps whatever you took, you'd be able to return it right now. And he looks at Annabella like, I can help you here.
Do you
Did
think
you
I should
take
just give it back to him?
I don't know. Don't we need it?
I mean, I know we got to solve this crime, but fuck this dude. Like, we need to take care of ourselves first.
So just give him the file.
Yeah.
Here you
He
go.
takes the file and he hands it to the doctor and he goes, are we good now? And the doctor goes, yes, I suppose if it was an accident, I must call Mr. Newell's family. Stay off the grounds of my hospital, ladies. And he moves out of the room. And
I
then
can't
soon,
believe we got out of this.
soon you're in a
Thanks for
car.
busting me out of the loony bin.
You're in a car with detectives Herndon and Grubbs, and your friend, Detective Herndon, your husband's old friend, turns to you, Annabella, and is like, I can't be getting you out of scrapes like this. Are you out of your mind? Breaking into a hospital, stealing private files? Richard would be turning over in his grave right now.
I think he'd be very proud of me, actually.
Steve,
I oughta
we're working on a
I
bigger
ought to book
case.
you. I really should. But, well, if it weren't for Richard, I wouldn't have made it out of there.
Okay, thank you for the ride.
I wouldn't have made it out of that battle.
Thank you.
Great to see you, Steve.
All right.
It won't happen again.
Behave yourselves. Be good girls.
Yeah.
Be good.
Drive safe.
Be good.
He's such a fucking prick.
My God. But I can't believe that.
Can I just say being a woman in this time period is really shitty?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and then also today.
Yeah.
All right.
But we
So
also got, how was the
Well,
mental
we got
institution?
out, but it wasn't great. I did meet a funny guy though.
And by the way, didn't anyone take any of the papers from the file and throw it into their outfits?
Satchels.
oh, well, that's
Oh
interesting.
yeah.
Sleight
If
of
you
hand?
can make,
We
if
gave
you
him
can-
back the file.
If you can make a intelligence roll, Nastja, you did. Oh, actually, I need an intelligence roll and I need a sleight of hand roll from Nora.
Okay.
Intelligence is up here, right? On the right.
Mhm.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
I have a high one.
Okay, bitch.
Yep. Mine is 90 and I got 41.
Yeah, I got
done.
62 out of 70 for sleight of hand.
Very good. So, flashback to while the meeting was happening, Nastja handed Nora the file as they were talking about giving it back. Nora took and with one hand folded some of the pages and stuffed them into her dress, and then you guys handed over the file. So you've kept some pages of the file.
Okay,
And so
so what
now-
did they say?
Well, let's see. Last time you learned that there was an escape attempt. A man named Randall Kelly tried to break Lori out of the prison and was shot and killed while doing it. And you notice that when you look at these pages, and there might be a couple other things here because you did manage to rescue a couple pages, but you notice that the security officer who killed Randall Kelly, who fired the fatal shot, was a security officer named Brunner. And you remember from the meeting that's who they referred to when they said the guy that blew his own brains out.
Oh, it was his son or him?
Was him. It was actually him. He still works at the sanatorium.
Oh,
and
he killed himself because he knew we were on to something, right?
No, I think Randall.
The ghost killed him. The ghost of Randall.
You got to see what Randall looks like.
Wait, can we break it down one more time?
we can absolutely.
So wait,
So
what's
you
the wife's
look at
name?
that
What's
police
the girl's
report.
First name again?
Lori.
Lori. So Lori, when she was in that asylum, she tried to escape with a guy named Randall
Yes.
Kelly. He was shot in that escape attempt by that officer who just blew his brains out in front of us.
Yes.
You got it.
Oh
We think
my
that
God.
ghost just forced his
Yes.
suicide
Yes.
as retaliation.
Yes.
Do we think that Randall is the man with the big lips?
Yes.
And so that's
That's why I
why
wanna-
Annabella wants to see a photo.
Yes.
So here's the thing.
Wow.
You guys have, I think, I don't want to be too transparent as your keeper, but I want to tell you, you have a lot of clues. You have a lot of clues.
Oh, rude.
You know a lot about this case. You've pretty much, to be honest, figured it out. But the thing that's very open-ended, the thing that remains to be seen, is what are you going to do? You know that this spirit or whatever this is has been harassing and maiming Daryl Dressler. You know that it has murdered this security guard.
Why did he push Dressler down the stairs? What was his motive
He's
on that?
fucking his
That's
woman.
his girl.
Oh,
But also there is still the possibility that Lori is conjuring it in some way. We need to find out what the ghost wants, right?
yeah.
Who will you talk to? Who will you speak to? What will you do to find
I think we
that
need
out?
to try and communicate with the ghost.
And or Lori?
Well, we tried to talk to Lori and she
Lori-
wouldn't talk to us, right?
But now
all
we have
fucked up
more
on our
inf-
Yeah, can we give Lori
'Cause
like
just-
a truth serum or
Yeah,
something?
'cause
Or is that
just-
Harry Potter?
No, but just in a gossip standpoint, I need to know, why is she not included in the family shit? Why, I want to know this stuff.
Probably because Ray Kelly was below her state, or wait, sorry, is that his name?
Daryl.
Randall Kelly.
Randall was probably below
Oh,
her station or
But
something.
so is Daryl. I think Randall and Daryl are both below her station.
Are they brothers?
Well, no, they're not. They're not, because one's named Randall Kelly and the other's Daryl Dressler. I mean, not as far as you know, they're not. But here's the deal: you guys have one lead that you haven't looked in on, which you could, which is you know that there is the Pickerings are out there in Arkham, that they have a house in the Eastville neighborhood, and that perhaps if you wanted to learn more about Lori's past, you could talk to her family, whom she's on the outs with. Or you could follow up, I think, the very good idea of let's go talk to Lori, and you guys are like, how can we make her tell us the truth? Well,
I just thought we talked to her before and she was like really not helpful.
Well, Jared, what were you about to say? How can we get her to tell us the truth?
Well, we have more info.
you tell me. That's where, that's where your strategy, your ideas come to
I'm
play.
like, oh.
What if we go in and make her think that we already know that she's conjuring this guy?
Or no, what if we just go tell her and be like, we know what happened. We know about, what if we just go tell her that Brunner killed himself?
Yeah.
And just see what her reaction, be like, we just want you to know this as gal pals.
When we first looked through the window of her house, wasn't she talking to somebody?
Yeah, she was yelling at someone who was not there.
So that's definitely him.
Spooky. Yeah. Okay, let's go to Lori's.
Okay.
I have a car.
So,
I haven't been able to drive yet.
here we go. You guys head to Lori's house, Daryl and Lori's house, and you arrive. And let's see. I think on the timeline, it's probably the afternoon. I think at this point. So you pull up in the Model T, and you can see that the lights are on inside. It being a winter day, some lights need to be lit. And you can go in and talk to Lori. Are you going to go knock on the door? She opens the door and goes, "Oh, hello again."
What's up,
Hey,
girl?
Lori, we got to talk. Mind if we come in?
Well, I don't know.
You know that guard, Brunner? We were just up at the hospital and he killed himself in front of us.
What? Brunner
Yeah.
to hide?
Brunner is dead.
Make a psychology roll.
Who? All of us?
Anybody who would like to.
Oh shit, mine's low.
Mine psychology's 45.
I'm at 50.
45 is not that bad.
Okay,
It's almost half.
I rolled over.
I rolled under.
44!
There you go. I want
I
you
got
to
a
check
2.
your psychology.
Oh, baby!
And I want you I want Nastja and Nora to know, and you exchange glances, so each of you caught this, that Lori, when she hears this, for a moment, she's like, you can see she's hiding her joy at his death.
You're a really good actor, because that is what I got from you.
Yeah, I did too.
And then Lori goes, I need my medicine. And she heads off into the house, leaving the door open in front of you. Oh, Liza, you said you got a 2 on your roll?
Yeah.
Okay, check your psychology as well. Checking it means you just put a little check by it, and it's going to improve at the end of this adventure, possibly. So, Lori has headed into the house to take her medicine.
And Lori's barbiturates that she takes, those are like chill pills?
That's what you think, yes. And in fact, Lori is right now making up a dose of her chill pills. And you can see that it is not a pill, but it is in fact going to be delivered intravenously. She's like pulling out a little set and like putting together to like inject into her veins.
What are you doing, Lori?
Wait, so Lori is a heroin addict?
Well, she has to use this medescine. Do you want to ask her about it?
Right?
You want to ask her about it?
Yeah.
Lori, girl, what's going on?
I have to stay calm. I can't let things get out of control again.
What
happened?
She puts the needle to her arm. She injects it. You say, why? What happened? And she's like, I have problems. I sometimes I see things that aren't there.
Like your old pal Raymond Kelly?
Randall.
Did I say Randall Kelly?
Randall Kelly.
Randall. I loved him. Randall, I love you.
Do you love Daryl?
Does she pass out?
She's
Yeah, I
passed out.
Shit.
This bitch.
Ladies, as she passes out, all the lights go off in the house.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Ladies,
Randall is not happy that we're there.
you hear a creak on one of the floorboards. Someone is walking out of the bedroom.
Can I get my protective amulet out now?
I think that's a great idea.
Okay, great.
Nastja gets out her protective amulet and starts hugging it. There is a dark figure. You can kind of just see him. You know, the winter light is kind of filtering in through the heavy curtains. You can kind of just see a dark silhouette kind of right inside the little doorway into the corridor that leads back to the bedrooms and the bathroom. And you feel a presence there. What are you going to do?
I think we should try to talk to the
Yeah,
ghost.
Nastja, do you have any, what's like the best communication? Because like the thing is, we know it's there. We don't need a Ouija. We need like a
second sight. Is that the ghost talk? No?
That is your ability to see, yes, ghosts and things like that. Although you are all experiencing the second sight at the moment.
Yeah, we see it.
But if you would like to try to like get like more of like a more thorough perception of this entity, you may attempt to like open yourself to the netherworld if you'd like, Nastja. Would you like to try to do that?
I'm gonna roll.
Okay, wait, don't do it yet. So
Okay.
Nastja is going to open herself into, you know, the afterlife and try to speak to this entity. What is Nora going to do? Nora, what are you
Nora's
going
not
to do?
scared. Nora's gonna grab a frying pan and start hitting the ghost.
Yeah, I have my knife. I'm like, let this fucker try to come at me.
Okay, you pull your knife and you flick it open. Annabella, what are you going to do?
Gosh, I mean, I don't want to sit on the couch. I want to do something, but I don't I have like a little pistol? Did I bring that with me?
You have a huge musket. And no, you did not.
Musket.
You didn't bring it with you.
I'm worried. Can I just like rub Lori?
You can actually. In fact, you can do whatever you'd like to Lori. She's passed out and not moving.
Wait, what are you doing to her?
Fanning her.
Oh.
Okay. So I want I don't want Nora, you pull your knife and you flick it open. But you don't say anything, right?
No.
Okay. Nastja, make your roll. Annabella, make an intelligence roll.
Okay.
Okay. And first I want to know, how did your roll go, Nastja?
Okay, so it's my second sight's only 35 and I got a 7.
I want you to check your second sight.
Where is second sight?
You don't have it. Only Nastja has it. It's a special skill that only psychics have. Yeah. Okay. So you can check that because it's going to maybe get better. And the second you kind of open yourself to the forces, the ectoplasmic forces beyond the veil, Nastja, this figure comes into stark relief, and you see a young man with like thick set lips and a cap down. Yeah, but he has like a cap down over his face, and he looks like he's just barely 18. And he moves into the room, and he has ragged clothes on, and he's finishing Lori's sentence. He's like, "I loved Randall Kelly," and then he says, "What are you doing here?
Bro.
You her sister? Are you her sister?
No.
Huh?
No.
You trying to keep us apart?
No,
Huh?
no. We are not invested either way in who she's
You got
with.
a problem with me? Huh? You got a problem with me and my friends?"
Is someone bringing you here?
He's moving toward the couch. Annabella, how did your intelligence roll go?
I got under.
Okay, Annabella, you think that like you notice this connection. Lori fell asleep
Yeah, and then he got there.
and then he entered. That's all I'm going to say. He entered the room. And he's moving toward you kind of threateningly, Nastja. He's moving toward you and he's like, "You got a problem? Huh?"
Wait, are they like from Legion? The like, you know, in Legion how there's like those two people and they are like the same person? You know? The girl that
that's
was always in my
interesting.
workout classes?
Yes, there is a character in Legion who is a Gestalt being.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's true, Kara, because Lori's body is still there, right?
Oh, I know.
But you guys did, but Nastja did look up the idea of a tulpa last time. Do you remember looking up the tulpa?
What the hell is that?
It's a being that is conjured, you might say, by the mind, right? By someone's mind.
Wow.
Anyway,
it's her dreams.
You can communicate with him, Nastja, and only you can, because you have opened yourself to the nether realm right now.
So we just have to be quiet.
So what would you like to say to him? You guys can see him and you can kind of hear him, but like Annabella and for Nora, his voice sounds more like
oh wow, like
Twin Peaks midget. Yeah, little person.
Yeah, but for you, Nastja, he's coming in loud and clear, like the radio has been tuned perfectly, and he's going like, "I love her."
Yeah, I think you should hang out with her. I just don't understand the violence. I mean, it's
have her. No one else. Do you understand?
I don't agree with that.
He's moved like right. I don't agree with that. He's moved like right where he's like right close to you. And Nora, like you have your knife pulled, but like now this like entity is like right, and it's so dark in here, like you can kind of just barely see like the outline of his like lips.
I can't like stab a ghost. Should I stab Lori?
Where did he come from?
What would you like to do? I want to know what you're going to do, because I'm going to tell you that the entity goes to move toward Nastja, and now I want to know what you're doing.
Me?
Yeah. Stab him.
I'm stabbing a ghost? What is that going to do?
I don't know. See if it hurts.
Okay, I try to
stab but last time someone tried to shoot him, they ended up shooting themselves.
Nora's going to try to stab the ghost. What is Annabella going to do?
I'm just shouting at him. I just want him to like answer, like hear me and answer.
Okay. And what is Nastja going to do?
Chat with him. What do you keep talking or no?
Great. No, that's okay. You can do that. So here we go. Nora, he moves forward really threateningly. Nora, you stab a knife into him, and it's like you're stabbing a shadow, like. And it's also like weirdly like it's like your depth perception wasn't quite right. Like you thought he was right there, but he was like a foot away. But like it doesn't make sense with how it looks when you look at it. Annabella, you're just like screaming at him. What are you screaming at him?
Where did you come from? How did you get here?
And Annabella, all you hear is like.
I know.
And then what do you say to him, Nastja? What do you say to him?
Well, what was his response
you said
to
you were
Annabella?
Talk to him. What do you say to him?
I can't.
But I can understand it, right? What did he answer to Annabella?
He didn't say anything to her. He's moving toward you threateningly.
Yeah, he doesn't understand.
We are on your side. We are on your side. We think Daryl's a loser too.
No one's on my side! And he pushes you, Nastja. Nastja, you need to make a strength roll right now.
I guess I gotta try and shake Lori awake.
Not a good strength. Oh God. Yeah, no, it's 30. I got 58.
Okay. Nastja goes flying over the couch back into like a shelf of knickknacks that all go falling and smashing to the floor. Nastja, you take let's see. Yeah, you take 3 damage from that. And Nastja is like laying on the floor, and Nastja, your psychic connection to this entity is broken. He looks like he is to the rest of you now, and he's talking like. And also, everybody needs to make a SAN roll because this thing is not human.
My sanity keeps going down. Oh, I have a 45 sanity, and I just rolled a 42.
Okay, you lose.
Do we want over or under?
You want to roll under.
I'm under.
Okay, I'm under.
I'm under.
Okay, everybody just loses 1 from this attack, seeing this thing and how it like kind of doesn't obey the rules of physics. And now it is like literally walking through the couch walking through Lori, walking through Annabella, who's on the couch with Lori. Annabella, make a power roll as it moves through you.
Power.
Wait, if we all rolled under, why did we lose a point?
Because
I got under
sometimes
by
there's a
one.
bare minimum that something does. You rolled under?
Yeah.
Okay, very, very well done. Okay, great. You don't lose anything, but you feel like for the moment that he moves through you, you feel like extremely like angry, like for a moment, like it's the biological feeling of anger takes over your body for a second. Like you're just like your heart starts beating and like your face fills with blood, like, and then he's through you and it's just like it leaves you and he's still moving toward Nastja. What are people going to do this round?
Can I look at an occult spell, or am I just too out of it?
I don't see why you couldn't. Well, look, occult isn't spells. It's like knowing things.
How many times have you told me that?
That's okay. I mean, that's a normal question people ask. They're like, I have an occult skill. Does that mean that I can forge a weapon of fire out of my own heart and use it to dispel a dragon? No, it does not. It means that you know things about legends and myths and strange magical praxis, but you may roll that to get a clue as to how to handle this. I think that that's a completely fair thing to do.
Okay.
So that's what
Motherfucker.
Well, wait, don't tell me yet. So that's what Nastja is going to do. What are Nora and Annabella going to do?
I think I'm going to try to wake up Lori.
Okay. That is an interesting move. Nora, what are you going to do?
I don't know. What's going on? He's just moving towards us right now?
He's moving toward Nastja. He already pushed her into a cabinet and made her fall down with and shattered a bunch of stuff and hurt her.
And now we think he's going after her to like hurt her.
He's looming over her and he's moving toward her, and it looks like he is going to go for her and try to really hurt her.
I don't understand what I can do. I've already tried my physical wiles and I don't have any power over him, so I don't know. You
better think of something, huh?
Maybe you just jump and knock her over.
What if we threaten to do something to Lori? Like if you hurt our friend, if you hurt our friend, we'll hurt your girlfriend.
Put your knife to her throat. Put your knife to her throat.
My knife to her throat, to Lori's throat.
Okay, now we're talking, everybody.
Oh boy.
I want Nastja to roll occult. Can
I roll again?
I want Annabella to roll first aid at waking up Lori, and I want Nora to roll her famous intimidation.
Intimidation.
I got under.
I like the sound of the real die.
Yeah, way under.
Okay, you got way under. So here's what happened. How did you do, Annabella?
I got under.
Okay. Did you get under hard, or did you get under extreme, or did you just get regularly under?
No, I have a 30 and I got a 16.
You got a 16. Okay, great. That's really good. That's not quite hard. Okay. Yeah. She's starting to kind of rouse. Like she's kind of going like, but she's not quite awake, right? And Nora takes her knife and puts it to Lori's throat and says, "What?"
I say, "Don't you touch my friend Nastja, or your little lover Lori's going bye-bye town."
And you got your occult roll, right? Right?
Yeah, I got Nastja? 44 out of 75.
Okay, Nastja, you know that waking up Lori will dispel this thing. It makes sense now. And what Nora has just done probably will really anger this thing. And in fact, what it does when you do that, Nora, is it like goes, and you see its face like shimmer back and forth between Randall and Lori's, like really rapidly, and then suddenly those little knickknacks on the shelf that I mentioned all go flying at your faces. Each of you need to make a luck roll.
Luck.
I think this is Lori doing this.
My luck sucks. I have 36.
Well,
that's not good.
Wait, what if you get a 10 on? I got a 7 on my first dice, but then a 10 on the other one.
So you got a 70.
Look, it's in the top by the Call of Cthulhu sign.
Okay, you failed at your luck roll. How did Annabella do?
Oh, there it is. Sorry, I had something over it. Oh, I didn't roll. I have to roll something to establish it.
Okay, yeah, you rolled D100.
Well,
That's
we
how
had
much
it
luck
last-
you have. But you had it last time.
I know,
She
but I
lost.
just don't remember, you guys.
I do. You
Oh, okay.
had something very low. It was like 17.
Oh, okay.
So
I got a
roll under
37.
17, please.
I got
Okay,
a
so you
37.
okay. Okay, and how did you do, Miss Nastja?
I failed.
Okay,
We all
everybody.
failed.
Yeah, we
Yes,
all fell.
okay. Nora, like a ceramic cat smashes into your face and arm, dealing 3 damage to you. Okay.
What do I do with 3 damage? Do I write that down somewhere?
You take it off of your HP, which is right there on your sheet. It's your health points.
I don't have anything in my box for HP.
Okay.
I haven't the whole time.
Pretty sure we finished these sheets before we played,
Jared,
but it's
well, I don't
okay.
really want it.
Oh no, it's all
Wait,
right.
how much are we taking off?
It's your current HP. What does it say beside that? What's your max HP? What does it say?
Where would it say that?
Right beside that box.
Oh, 12.
Mine's
Okay, so
9.
take 3 off of that and put it in your current HP box. 9. Okay, and how did you do, Nastja? You failed, and you were going to take. Okay, wait, I got this. Nastja takes 4 HP damage, and
Is that
Annabella
including
also,
my 3 from earlier, or that's 4 additional?
that's
for
including your
7?
3 from earlier. So you've taken 7 altogether. Where are you at?
3.
Where you're at 3 left?
No, are you asking Nastja or me?
I am asking Nastja. Nastja, you've taken 7 damage altogether. Subtract it from your max HP. What do you have left?
Is my max HP next to or in that
Yeah,
box?
It's
Next
next
to
to it.
Right next to it.
I don't want. It's 9.
Okay, so
that's
you got
good.
2 HP, and like a heavy bust or something has fallen and smashed onto Nastja.
That's not good.
And Annabella, where are you at after you lose your 3 HP from this attack?
Kill one of
I have
us?
7.
I might kill one of you. You're pissing Randall off.
Oh
You're
my
at 7.
God.
Okay, you girls are hurting. What? It's a new round. All of this stuff is flying off the shelves. It's full poltergeist. It's swinging around him, and he is reaching down toward your friend Nastja, who has 2 HP left. His hands are getting ready to grip her neck.
Shit.
This round, what are you going to do, Nastja?
Hopefully my friends will help me. I'm
Okay.
being choked.
Okay,
Not
you're
yet,
not
though.
getting
Not
choked
yet.
yet. Do you want to try something? You can still act. You're not unconscious yet.
Can I scream to wake up Nora, for them to wake
Sure.
her up?
Yes, you may.
Yeah,
if you
I'm
can
still
make-
going to I want to wake her up still.
If you can make a hard power roll with your scream, your scream will be reflected in making rolling under half your power. If you do that, it's been very effective. Nora, what are you going to do this round?
Should I just cut Lori a little bit to wake her up? Not like a this kind of cut, but maybe just like a little flesh wound.
Would you like to do that? Okay, that's what Nora's
Yeah.
going to do. And what is Annabella going to do?
I'm still trying to wake this bitch up.
Okay, you're going to roll first aid again. Okay, let's start with that roll. Roll first aid for me, Annabella.
I got over.
Okay, Nastja, let's have your scream. You're trying to roll under half
Sorry,
of your
maybe I should
power.
have done something else.
What's
That's
power?
okay.
I didn't do it.
Okay,
Oh,
and
no, we're
now we
falling
come
apart.
to Nora. Are you going to poke her with your knife?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Oh, I almost fell.
Blood is drawn. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to roll to see if she wakes up. That would wake up a lot of people, but she is in a barbiturate-induced haze. If the roll goes well, you've woken her up and you've likely dispelled this tulpa. But if it doesn't go well and she doesn't wake up, how do you think he's going to feel about the fact that you just cut her?
He's going to fucking flip out.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already flipping out.
Yeah, he's going to kill one of us.
There's a bust.
Her constitution, the way that she's trying to wake up, is 55. Her roll to wake up based on being poked with this knife was a 54. She wakes up. And suddenly, blood comes out of her shoulder where Nora just poked her with the knife.
It's just a poke. It's not good.
Yes, it was a poke. It was a poke. Blood squirts out onto the couch. The lights all come back on, and Randall is just gone. And Lori's what did you do?
We're like, bitch, you got some explaining to do.
What did you do?
What did we do? What did you do?
Your boyfriend just tried to kill us.
A violent spirit came into your house. Randall was in your house while you were asleep.
What?
The ghost of Randall, this spirit of Randall has just tried to kill your boyfriend, has murdered the guy that killed him in front of us, and almost killed us just now. We need to talk about how to get
how
this
Randall's
guy to
getting
calm
here.
down.
Because when you woke up, he left.
I'm sorry. I do things with
Your
my
mind?
Yes.
Are you like Matilda?
I'm sorry.
So you're making Randall appear.
I don't know.
Does he only come when you're on barbiturates?
I don't know what you say. You saw Randall?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's in kind of a haze. Who do you think can really explain to her what's going on and make her understand? Which of you thinks that you can kind of get through to her and make her understand?
I mean,
What would that be? What would that power
I
be?
feel like I could. We're like both ladies that
Okay.
not live in this town. I don't know.
Okay, what skill would you like to roll to do that? Would you like to put her
English?
at ease?
What?
Probably not English, because that would involve just like reading a text or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you give me a charm roll, and then I also want to hear what you say to her. Explain to her what is happening to her and make her understand.
I
Okay,
have 65 in listening, so I'm here for you.
I rolled under. I rolled under.
Okay.
I think I would. Okay. I just want to gather my thoughts for a second. Okay. When you are knocking yourself out, a being of Randall was in your house. A few days ago, the day that your husband was attacked, we saw you inside yelling at someone who was not here. So you are communicating with someone. Are you also conjuring the spirit of him to do violent acts on your behalf?
I didn't know he was hurting people. I didn't know he was hurting Daryl. Sometimes I see him in the mirror or in the room late at night, and I talk to him.
Have you always had these
loved him.
powers?
So why is he not
Yes.
here right now?
Yes, I have.
Why is he
They
not
tried to
here
make me
right now?
forget, but I've always had these powers.
Is that why they put you in the asylum?
Yes.
Was Randall
Yes, and
dead
Randall
the whole
tried
time?
to save me. He tried to save me.
And they killed him.
Why did your family hate Randall?
He's from French Hill,
That
the
explains.
wrong side of the tracks.
Oh, okay.
So why is
Not from a
Randall
good
not here
family.
right now?
I don't know. He's dead.
No, but how do you speak to Randall when you want to speak to him? How do you speak to him?
In the mirror.
What mirror? Take us to it.
She literally turns around, and right there in the living room where you saw her kind of like speaking earlier, there's like a wall mirror.
Okay.
Oh.
So now that you know he's doing bad things, do you want to bring him here and tell him to not do bad things? Or can you cut him off?
Can I do that? I don't know if I can. Should I try?
Well, he tried to kill your husband. So
Do you think I really want Daryl to die?
Do you?
Randall? She stands up. She's still kind of like shaky on her feet. She stumbles a little bit. She's moving toward the mirror. Randall? I don't want you to hurt anybody anymore. The back of her head is facing you. You don't see him in the mirror, but you hear his voice coming from her mouth. And she says, "Sorry, babe. There's just a couple other people that need to learn a lesson." No.
Oh, he's Venom?
You have to stop. Kara is referencing the film Venom, where Tom Hardy routinely has conversations with himself.
Yeah,
Kara,
but
you
you're
get
doing the
high
accent.
nerd credit for knowing what happens
You're
in
doing
Venom.
the accent of Venom.
I'm also
Venom.
yeah, my bad Boston accent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Hey, come on! You ruined my scary mood.
Sorry.
Come on, honey.
Sorry. Go back.
Just one more person's gotta pay.
Ooh.
Your mother.
Oh shit!
Nope.
We gotta get to Eastville.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't.
I don't know if I
Ugh,
really
she
care if he
falls
kills
to the
her
ground
mom.
and passed out.
We have to stop a murder, Annabella.
I
No.
know, but this woman is evil
Yeah,
and
she's not
had
cool.
him killed.
Yeah. Wait, do you think they had him killed?
They had the daughter committed, and he tried to break her out, and he died doing that. So it's like,
right. But I didn't. Yeah. Okay.
Suddenly, in front of all of your eyes, like you see kind of a shadow rise up out of Lori's prostrate form and move so quickly, like at the speed of thought, out of the house.
fuck. All right.
Okay.
So we
So
gotta
we gotta
go to
race over to Eastville and try to save the mom, the matriarch of the Pickering family.
Maybe
What
we
do
could
you
just call
think?
her.
Just call
Let's
her.
just call. I think we should call
There's
her.
a ghost headed towards you. It's the ghost of your daughter's ex-boyfriend from the asylum, and he's gonna murder you. How do you think that's gonna go over?
I think that's more than enough effort for a stranger. We've like.
But if we don't go, doesn't the adventure just end? I mean, we have to go, right?
Hey, no. You guys can do whatever you want. I am not the kind of keeper that says you must take some sort of action.
Well,
Would you guys rather just call Miss Pickering?
is there something we could do with Lori too? Like Lori is clearly, I don't know.
Snap out of it.
Maybe.
Out of it.
You know what? One of you can. All of you can roll psychology.
Psychology. I have a 45 in psychology. I don't have high hopes for this role.
I only have a 10. Yeah, I went over.
I went
Mine's
over.
50.
How did you do,
I
Nora?
went way over.
How'd you do, Nora?
I got over.
Okay, I can't give you any hints or clues
Okay,
or
well-
any other information. What would you like to do? Would you like to call? You know,
Yeah, we can call.
Or do we kill Lori?
No, I don't want to kill Lori.
Okay, then.
Why would we kill Lori?
Well, that
Because
will definitely put an end to the manifestation.
Yeah, Lori brings up Randall, so it's like we don't want to warn the mom. Let's just kill her daughter. No, I'm kidding.
But that's not fair. That's not like that doesn't seem morally correct because
No.
she has had this power and her family has persecuted her whole life.
Yeah.
And
All right,
now
let's call the mom.
Okay, you tell the operator to put you through to the
Like,
Pickering
would
residence.
Lori? I'm sorry. Would Lori want to call her mom, or she doesn't care if she dies?
Oh yeah,
Well,
Lori,
there
do you want
go.
your mom
Would you like to wake
die?
up Lori again and put her on the phone?
I didn't realize she was
Her
passed
mom?
out.
Oh, she passed back out.
She's kind of on the floor, and you see that she's kind of like she's not like unconscious. She's like in some kind of like
God.
trance.
Her
She's like,
mom's not going to believe her. Her mom thinks she's like a kook.
yeah.
So we'll.
But her
just
mom's gonna believe us. I don't think we're much better.
ladies, it's happening now. You saw how fast that apparition moved. You must. make a
That's what I
decision.
mean. That's why I thought call, because we won't get there before a ghost.
Okay, let's call. We should just call and say what though? Like close all your windows. He can go in. Like
Pickering residence.
Hey,
hello.
you can take this how you want, but the ghost of Randall Kelly is coming to kill you. So
Click.
I don't think that went over
All right.
well.
the butler, whoever
Hey, you
answered, immediately
Oh, no, it was
immediately
the
hung up on
butler.
that tactic.
It wasn't even her.
You guys are like the protagonist of every horror film. Anytime you talk to anybody that can maybe help, you immediately like, there's a ghost. Ladies, what are you going to do? Are you going to just sit and wait and see what happens?
I think we should just keep Lori company.
Listen, if we look, I know I was originally saying let's go to the house and stop the murder, but if we implicate ourselves in trying to stop her, we could be implicated as the people that killed her. Since most people don't believe in ghosts.
Maybe we should just go tell Daryl, like, listen, your wife's bringing him out. Like, don't divorce your wife. Maybe he'll stop attacking you. No.
Tell me what you're doing right now. Are you going to Daryl? Are you going to Mrs. Pickering? Are you going to wait and see what happens?
I don't know.
I think we should keep trying to wake up Lori, because if Lori's awake, the ghost isn't awake.
Okay. She seems to be awake this time, but she's just going.
Okay, Lori, he's going
like she's in shock or something.
He's going to kill your mom.
I have a crystal ball. Can we follow him like the Rose and Beauty and the Beast style and see what he's up to?
Talk to him in the mirror again?
Or like on the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
Make a second sight roll, Nastja.
Okay. No.
Okay. Yes,
No.
you're not getting anything on your crystal ball. Everything is hazy. Lori seems to kind of be able to listen to you, but it's going to take more than just like you guys going, what should we do? Lori, do something. Lori, stop this. Like, it's going to take more than that. I need a tactic.
Seems like you're criticizing our game style.
Can she get him
I'm
in
just
the mirror?
telling you the rules of this situation, this encounter.
Can she talk to him in the mirror again?
Well, she tried that, and he took off to go murder her mother.
Okay.
So,
well, then I think we go. Lori, do you want to go to your mom's house? Yes. Okay. Then then we should take her to the mom.
All right, let's go. Let's go to Eastville.
You drive, but you got to go quickly, right? So, Nora, give me a drive auto roll.
Drive auto. I have 60.
Hell yeah,
if you
girl.
failed, it took you a long time to get there.
Oh, I got 36.
Great.
Very nicely done. Nora does a slide up onto the lawn of the fine Eastville mansion belonging to the Pickering residence. And as you guys like slide into the lawn in your Model T with Lori in the back of the car, still in her like strange trance, you see a woman, a very patrician looking woman, a very wealthy looking woman in a fine silk robe on a balcony, looking down at the front yard with like a cup of tea in her hand, looking down at all of you. And she almost spills her tea when she sees you pull into the yard. She has gray hair kind of done up. It looks like she's getting ready for bed. And as you watch, a black figure starts to coalesce behind her. She's up on the balcony looking down at you, a black figure in the shape of, say, a young man that looks familiar is coalescing behind her, forming behind her. What do you do?
Lori,
you got to do something,
Lori.
girl. He's about to kill your mom.
And your ex-lover ghost.
Tell her what she needs to say. Tell her what she needs to do.
Lori, you got to get the ghost to not kill your mom.
Okay, great. What role are you guys going to use to snap her out of it?
I'm going to slap her. And is there a fight or intimidation?
There is. Roll your fighting. Roll your fighting roll.
Fuck yeah.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got 14 out of 50.
Wow, that is such a Coven of bitches move. I want you to check your fighting. You slap Lori as hard as you can across the face, and she goes, "Mama, no, watch out, Mama, watch out!" And the woman like looks behind her and sees her daughter, and is like, "Lori," and Lori's like, "Why? Why did you do it, Mama? Why did you lock me away? Why?" And as she just starts pouring out her heart about this and screaming at her mother, suddenly she gets up out of the car and walks into the yard and is like, "You hated me. You hated me for having power that you didn't have. You were scared of me." Lori's just going off on this like monologue.
Whoa.
And as she does that, she's getting everything off of her chest. She's just unloading on her mother, who's just like sitting up on a balcony, like with like a sour look on her face, like having her tea. But you watch as the form that would have been Randall, that was Randall, sort of just kind of loses its coherence and kind of seems to fray. And then
Why?
disappear.
The ghost is disappearing because she's standing up to her mother?
The ghost is a product of her own psychology, which is why I asked you to roll psychology.
She doesn't need Randall anymore because she's doing all the stuff that she was using Randall to do.
That's right. The mother turns back into whatever chamber she's standing on the balcony from, and you hear her say, "Hudson, call the police." Lori's like, "I'm not surprised you'd do this, Mama. I'm not surprised. But I'm glad I finally told you." And she gets back into the car.
Okay.
We got to hightail out of there. We can't have
So you
two
do.
cop things
we gotta
in a
go.
row. We got to go.
But it's just fucked up. I mean, Randall could have killed her.
I told
Lori,
her. I told you not to go over
Car
there.
like this as you drive her. Are you driving her home?
Yeah.
She's like wearing her pajamas. You guys just drove her across town.
I mean, aren't we
If
covered in
anything-
like mud and
Should we
grit?
drive her to Daryl's? Or
Yeah, where
does
we
she
can get
even love
food?
Daryl?
Yeah, why did she let this guy kill Daryl? Or
Well,
only
You
Daryl-
try
guys
to
bring
kill
up,
Daryl?
should we drive you to your husband? And she goes, "Yeah, take me to the hospital."
Oh no.
Oh, she's gonna kill him.
She's gonna kill him. What did he do to her?
Are you going to take her to the hospital?
No.
I kind of want to
She-
see what happens.
I did too.
Oh, you want to take you? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, we've invested this much time. It's just like let's.
Okay. All right.
You
I'm ready to go.
arrive at St. Mary's. You all walk in. A woman at the charge desk goes, "Ladies, it is not visiting." And
And we're
We
like,
know.
shut it, bitch.
yeah, Lori just brushes past her, charges into the room where Daryl is like, sitting there in his full body cast, and he's like, "Lori, hi, hey, how you doing? You finally got in to see me, huh?" And she goes, "I want a divorce."
Oh boy.
Wow, Lori's having a real fucking waiting
That's-
to exhale type of day.
What did Daryl do?
He drinks away all my money, and he ruins his own business with playing cards, and I'm sick of it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Take me home.
Okay.
Great.
So you drive Lori home. She gets out of the car in her bathrobe, still covered in mud and snow, and is like, "I think I'm gonna try to stay off the barbiturates for a while."
I was just gonna suggest that.
It's a great idea.
But I would also be open to hanging out.
I would too.
Stay in touch, maybe?
I'm sorry that the creation of my self-conscious hurt you tonight, Nastja.
Yeah. This is gonna bruise for sure.
Yeah. I apologize for that.
It's
But,
okay. It was worth you standing up to your mother.
Yeah.
Nastja, sorry I was so quick to be her friend.
Oh, she
Thank
obviously
you.
needs a girlfriend. She's gonna stay off the juice. She
Yeah.
divorced her guy, so maybe she could fuck this ghost whenever she wants. Or what are you thinking you're gonna do with Randall?
Oh my.
Are you gonna
When
let him
say
kill your
maybe
mom?
She can, you're like, Nastja's just like, maybe she can screw the ghost. And Lori's like, oh,
I hadn't thought of that.
yeah.
So
starts to
that's
go into
it.
the house
So
and she's
Randall
like-
doesn't exist anymore.
Maybe we could get flapjacks at Piper's Diner sometime.
Yeah.
We love Piper's
We
Diner.
love Piper.
I mean, we
They
could
know
go
us.
right now.
They
It's
know
so
us.
good.
It's so
You want to go
good.
now?
Yeah.
Let's
I
go.
still have the sitter for a few more hours.
Okay. So, we have come to the end of the adventure. The girl saved a lady and saved some other people and stopped a horrible subconscious apparition from murdering again. Congratulations. You made it.
Woo!
Thank
Sorry.
you.
That was a bad
Nicely
noise.
done. But we have a little bit of time left, just a little bit of time. So what I would like to know is, what do you do after, a case? What do you do in your downtime? What do you do to celebrate afterwards? After you have flapjacks at Piper's Diner, what's on the itinerary for your character next? Let's go with Nora first.
Well, I'm in a fight club, obviously. So I gotta go punch somebody now. I'm addicted to the adrenaline of the case. I can't let it just fall off like that. So I gotta kind of go get my kicks.
Okay. Well, I can tell you, Nora, that I looked at the last session that we did, and I think that you have checked both your accounting and your fighting. So
accounting?
You looked in those papers and you got a really key accounting roll last time. So would you please try to roll? So when you try to improve a skill, you try to roll over it.
Okay. So I have a 55 in accounting. So I want to get over 55.
Mm-hmm.
29.
Okay, no problem. But you also had a really key fighting roll last time.
I did? Who did I fight? All right, I had a 25 in fighting, so I need to get over 25. 45.
Okay, and when you add to it, you roll one of those 10-sided dice and add that much to your fighting, and that's how much it goes up.
Hell yeah. All right, 5.
So you're up to 30, and we've established that Nora is in some kind of back alley brawl. I think it's like some kind of like proto flapper, what are they called in Greece? The Pink Ladies. Like it's like a tough motorcycle gang of ladies is all having like a switchblade fight out behind the speakeasy, and Nora is involved in it. But she has more fighting skill to do that now. And now, Nastja, last time you had a really good first aid roll. Would you please try to roll over your first aid?
Okay.
What's your first aid now?
It's 30, and I rolled a 79.
Okay, so you did it. So you add a D10 to your first aid.
And so next time I'll have 40 instead of 30.
Well, no, you have to roll a D10, right?
That's right. Roll a D10 and then add that much. So you started with 30, roll a D10 and add that much to it.
Got it. D10. 6.
Great.
You now have 36.
Got it.
And let me tell me what Nastja is doing with her downtime. Tell me about that.
I think I'm going to have a drink at the garden club.
The club garden
and unwind.
Yeah. All right.
And then I'll get my kid from the sitter, and
old Eastern European woman, Olga. Yeah.
Yeah. And Olga always gives us baked goods to go. So we'll eat them and chill out and sleep. And I'm a little tipsy. So I like that.
When you pick up your daughter, Olivia, right?
Yeah.
From the old lady's house, she says, "Mama, did you see it?
See what?
The little man.
Oh no.
That lives in Olga's wall."
Oh no.
Oh God. No.
This is where you say, "Here we go again. We're not done." Annabella, what do you do after a hard case?
I think I go back to the shop. I think I act like I'm really busy for a day, catching up on things. Even though it's not like a very busy shop, I think I go to my house, do my sewing, do all my little errands, and then I imagine that one of them slips me a note with my mail that's we've got a case or something.
Okay. Well, here's what happens first. You're gonna roll your charm. Try to roll over your charm, which is already very high, but you had a lot of important charm rolls.
Okay. I didn't roll over it.
You didn't roll over it. Okay.
No, I rolled under.
Well, that makes sense. It's already really high. But your first aid, you also had some important first aid rolls. So try to roll over that.
I didn't roll over. I rolled under.
Okay, so your skills did not improve, but one day, well, that's okay. One day when you are in your shop, you are in there, and a gentleman comes into the shop, and he's holding extremely weird kind of like kettle type apparatus. It's got like legs and it looks like really old and it's very beautiful. It's got like kind of like it looks like porcelain, like it's been decorated with like floral motifs of the last century. And he sets it down in front of you, and you can roll history to know what this thing is.
History. Okay. Ooh. I got under.
Very good. This is a samovar. It is a sort of traditional Russian sort of tea service. And he says, "You will buy."
Why are you selling this?
I have bills.
It's so beautiful. Where did you get this?
It has been in my family for a long time. Very long time.
And what is your name?
My name? Gregor.
Gregor. And last name, this is just for the shop's records.
Ilyevich Yakovlevich.
Okay.
In Russia, we have two last names.
I love that. How much were you looking to get for it?
$30. In this time period, that is a fair but slightly on the high side price, maybe, for this old thing.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty, but
yeah. I probably can't do 30, but I could do 25.
Okay.
Okay.
He takes his money. He gives one more glance at the samovar, and he's out the door.
We gotta talk to Nastja about this thing.
Yeah.
Girl, my kid's seeing ghosts in the wall.
Yeah.
Annabella,
Line up.
Annabella, as he leaves, you can hear the samovar bubbling. Something's bubbling under its lid.
Uh-huh.
What, did he leave something in this? Did he leave liquid in this? Do you want to open the lid?
Yeah, I want to open the lid.
It's filled with bubbling tea.
Uh-huh.
And as you watch, a human hand rises to the
shit.
surface. Roll, Sam. I'm just kidding. We're done for the night. Those are your two hooks for next time.
Whoa.
Wow.
Wait,
Wow.
but like a detached human hand, not like
Yeah.
Find out next time.
Damn.
My favorite thing you guys do is I'm like, and then a scary thing happens, and these ladies go, "Wow." You guys are like, "Ooh." You guys were fantastic. You were so
That
funny.
was wild.
It was a wild ride, right? It was a wild ride.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I'm
had
glad
so
we
much fun.
helped that
playing with
lady get to a better place.
I know. I did not think the moral was going to be like stand up to your demons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Literally.
neither did I. I had no idea how you were going to try to solve it or what was going to happen, but I like how you guys went about it. And I'll tell you something else. Lori now exists in this universe,
In our
so you
world,
can call on her to help
Lori.
you.
Yeah.
And she sees things and can do weird shit.
Oh, so we
Yeah,
have a
she has
girlfriend.
powers.
She's a good friend to have.
Also,
I don't want to
Daryl.
use it, but
No, but Daryl owes us one.
Daryl
yeah.
owes you. He owes you. If I remember correctly, you were asking for a bag of groceries to help you.
Yeah. He owes
don't
us a
worry.
few more things.
But don't worry, you're partially responsible for his wife divorcing
That's
him.
such a fucking quarantine thing to ask for. A bag of groceries.
We thought it was like 1920s.
Well, in the 1920s, they did accept money for jobs. Well done. But I suppose they also sometimes accepted groceries.
Yeah, I know. Nastja's nanny's paying her with baked goods.
Absolutely. So next time we will look into whatever Olivia saw in the babysitter's wall and into the strange samovar. I want to thank you guys again. We're going to have you back really soon. We're going to play another session, but this was so fun. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Jared.
I'm keeping my paper.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yes, keep your paper. Let's
Papers.
make sure we have all of our luck written down next time. That's not an admonishment. It's just reminding myself.
Thanks,
Okay.
SOBers.
Yes, thank you,
Yeah.
SOB.
Years.
Kara Klenk, Liza Treyger, Megan Gailey. Follow them on all the social medias and look up all the cool stuff that they do and support it. Watch their stand-up. They're all three hysterical. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
And I'm going to hang out for just a second and remind people about stuff we have coming up and take questions or comments if you'd like. And maybe next time we'll have the ladies stay if people would want to talk to them. I think that they would probably be into that. But this time I'm going to send them off to their business. And I'm just going to remind you again, season 2, episode 2 of our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, Vampires of Pittsburgh, is this Wednesday, tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific. And it's in a really, really kind of tense place. I can't wait to see what happens with our coteries attempt to recruit new members of the Anarch movement. They've infiltrated a very kind of insular coterie of vampires who run the city's nightclubs. We'll see if they're able to pull it off or if it will all go haywire. Either way, I'm happy. Let's see what else. Saturday, as Clint reminded us, we are playing Blades in the Dark with the Dungeons and Daddies crew. Anthony, Freddie, and Beth will all be part of that. I can't wait to play Blades in the Dark again. They are going to be playing a crew of hawkers, which are people who sell illegal goods. Kind of interesting since our Glass Cannon buddies decided to be smugglers. These guys are going to be hawkers. And one of them is playing a hound, another is playing a lurk, and one of them is playing a slide of the Dungeons and Daddies crew. If you know the game, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, please tune in because it's different from any other role-playing game we do on the channel and any other role-playing game probably you've ever played. It really plays in a very different kind of exciting, cool way. So I would really love for you to tune into that. That's 10 a.m. Pacific on Saturday, this coming Saturday. Guys, follow us on Twitch. Follow us on Twitter and on Instagram because that's how we let you know when we're doing these special games. And please get on the Reddit and start a conversation on there. We'd love to talk to more people on Reddit. And we're having conversations all the time on our Facebook group, which is just called Stream of Blood. Join that and give me ideas. I accept ideas. I want ideas for what to do in Coven, Vampire, and in the Neptune Society, our other Call of Cthulhu game. I would love to hear your thoughts on the kind of things you'd like to see. We have routine art help from Will Potworth, our good friend Will Potworth. He's at willpotworth.com. We also have a lot of art from our friend Ross Bryant. Please check them out both on Instagram. And I also want to say thank you to my producers, Brian Baldinger, who helps us make sure the tech works and helps get everything, kind of keeps all the ducks in a row and everything aligned so that we can bring this entertainment to you. And Clinton Trucks, who is the other half of my brain the entire time, feeding me cool ideas and ways to make the game better. Thank you guys both so very much. And also help to everybody that helps us do marketing for the show. Megan Arch specifically, who does a lot of work for us. Thank you so much, because without promotion, no one knows that we're here and doing this. So thank you, Megan, Sophia Otero, Garrett Ross, and everybody who helps us do that. It's really important. Okay, that's it. Are there any questions? If not, I'm probably gonna go watch Dark on Netflix with Kara, who's just in the next room. No, she's not really in Arkham, Massachusetts. She's my wife. Anything? Clinton Trucks, do we have any questions, my friend?
No questions.
Okay. It makes me feel kind of embarrassed that I asked for them, but I also understand it's a Tuesday night and people have shit to do. So I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow night for Vampire. Bye-bye.